For the past 3.5 months, all of you watched, and I waited, as my hair got longer and longer. Finally, as we entered phase 2, I, like many of you, was able to finally make an appointment to get a haircut. It's 3 months from Tuesday. Welcome to the Psychological States of America. I'm Dr. Robert Meyers. This week, we celebrate the 244th anniversary of the birth of our nation. Though the year 2020 has been one of the most dreadful years we have ever experienced in our history, we need to maintain the faith and belief in our system. No year can ever be as horrid as the years 1861 through 1865, when brother fought brother during the Civil War. May we never experience such a deterioration of our society again. It is true that we are many varied communities living under one nation, under one banner. But we must never forget that it is our differences which has always made us stronger when we live and work together. Violence begets violence. I have faith that there is nothing we cannot resolve. There is nothing that we cannot achieve if we allow ourselves to really listen to each other. We can disagree with one another, but that doesn't mean that we need to destroy one another. Let's remember this July 4th that united we stand, divided we fall. Many of you may remember my television program Law Beat in the 1990s and early 2000s. In honor of our nation's birth, I present to you a clip from Law Beat's July 4th, 2000 program.
When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another,
and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it.
Institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient forces.
And accordingly, all experience have shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
When alone train our bosses and
usurpations, pursuing invariability, the same object invented is designed to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty
to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems
of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states.
To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
He has refused his assignment and since to Lord the most also wholesome and necessary for the public good.
He has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be attained. And when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend them.
He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodations of large districts of people unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only.
He has called together legislation bodies at places usual uncomfortable in distance from the dispersal of the public records from the sole purpose of fracturing them into complaints with his measures.
He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people.
He has refused for a long time after such dissolutions to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative powers incapable of annihilation have returned to the people at large for their exercise.
The state remaining, in the meantime, exposed to all dangers of invasion from without and convulsions within.
He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states, for that purpose obstructing the laws of naturalization of foreigners, refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither, and raising the conditions of new appropriations of lands.
He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers.
He has made judges dependent on his will alone for the tenure of their offices and the amount and payment of their salaries.
We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress, assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by authority of the good people of these colonies,
solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown,
and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states,
they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce, and do all other acts
and the things which independent state may of right do.
And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence,
we mutually pledge our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Let's wish a happy birthday to Robin on June 30th, and a happy wedding to Rachel and Joseph on July 2nd. A happy birthday to all of you celebrating this week. Are you having a birthday soon? Let us know, and we'll include you in our birthday wishes for the week. An attitude of gratitude. I am grateful that we live in a country that allows us to live in peace and have the opportunity to achieve and grow. I recognize that our nation, like anything human, can and does err. But we also have the opportunity to recognize, correct, and learn from our errors, and to be able to move forward. May our nation be blessed with prosperity, not just in currency, but in spirit, joy, happiness, and freedom. Don't forget to send in your emails or video responses to one of the following. When is your birthday? What are you grateful for today? What are you experiencing during this time? We'll present some of them right here on PSA. Well, that just about wraps up today's edition of the Psychological States of America. Check back regularly for future episodes. Be safe, be well, and see you real soon.